It's game time in Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And, of course, Coach Koufos. He won't be an option for them.
What the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their young players are ready to take on more responsibility. And there are going to be more minutes for guys that weren't seeing a whole lot of them before.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Rudy Gay is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Collison in the one spot.
I tell you, with this physical makeup, not your average size two guard. I mean, play with the physical makeup to punish you at the rim.
As you look at this Warriors roster, there are a lot of unique players at every position.
Well, yeah, I get what you were saying, and it makes total sense when you look at their personnel. Guys like Draymond, you never see as a functioning point power.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Feeds to Durant. There's the triple. Here's Green. Lays it up and banks it in. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, you got to put a body on Draymond. He'll straight up eat you alive.
Collison against Curry. Collison, the pass to Cousins. Here's Tolliver. It's rebounded by Golden State. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
Yeah, and in front of a hostile crowd, maintain poise, discipline, all the things that tend to lead to a high field goal percentage.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
He's big enough to cause damage inside. Thomas gets sent to the strike.
And throughout the years, one thing that the Kings, Chris, have done well as a franchise is put together an exciting team.
And as you said, that applies to good or bad. From the white chocolate days with my man Jay Will dazzling the fans to the Mitch Richmond teams, the Kings have always been fun to watch. Part of it is that the franchises always seem to prefer playing an up-tempo style of basketball.
Curry against Collison, inside, and Cousins throws it down.
Oh, I love to see the selfishness from Collison. Really whips the ball over to the open man quickly.
Curry dishes to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Durant's got his first bucket of the night. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Collison kicks to Gay. Screen by Cousins. And it's Rudy Gay with the three. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Curry, and the rejection by Cousins.
And the defense of Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
Curry, good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That defense was awful. That was just pathetic. He should not be that wide open right near the bucket.
Collison kicks to Tolliver. From 12 feet out. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Tolliver. Gay's got 5.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
It's early. He's off to a terrific start. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep his foot on the pedal.
Here's Durant. The rejection by Cousins.
A cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Outside Collison. The dish to Cousins. Goes up on the block, and the Kings check on 2 more.
Not really nice there. Poor technique on the screen, but savvy scoring move to save that trip down the floor.
Curry against Collison. Curry can't get it to go.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those could be tough ones to gauge.
And they get it back. Pachulia kicks to Green. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
Oh, that shot looks so good now. I love the backspin, the follow-through. You can tell Draymond's been working on it.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Dave Yeager. David?
Well, Kevin, he expects their interior defense to be airtight. He said rim protection is something we really do well. Our ability to contest shots allows us to become more aggressive on the perimeter. Makes it a win-win. We'll see if all of that holds up for them tonight. Back to you.
Wonderful, Dave. Thanks. They're thinking about their defense right off the bat here.
Yeah, great thought, really, to have coming out of the locker room. Worry about making stops first and foremost. Let the offense take care of itself.
Well, and it's something under your control. If you give the effort, if your guys are communicating with one another, you know you can come out and play great defense.
And again, it's Rudy Gay. Gay's got 9 points.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. One item with Rudy Gay, Chris, is that he is very aware of how to take advantage of a mismatch.
And that awareness, Kev, is something that has made Gay such a reliable scorer. A lot of players have one way that they prefer to get buckets, but Gay is comfortable doing whatever it takes. He's gotten better over his career and taking what the defense gives him.
And the Kings making a change here. Caspy's checked in. Thompson for the triple. They get it back. The Kings leading. Collison up top. Back to Gay. 18 feet out. Misses off the right iron. Warriors have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Curry kicks to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Poked away. Here is Caspy. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Collison kicks to Caspy. To the paint. Outside Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Always keeping his head up. Draymond rarely misses the open man.
Outside Collison. There's the pick. Dishes it to Caspy. Left side Collison. Just 5 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. And Golden State will come the other way. It's Durant with the drive. Outside for Curry. Cousins against Pachulia. Thompson outside. Over in the corner, Green. Picked by Pachulia. And Green slams it in.
You know what? It may be that 7'1" wingspan of Draymond that not only makes him a great defender, but just shows it makes him throw that one down easy.
Caspy, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the pass was right in stride. Extremely accurate setting up the shot.
Thompson passes to Pachulia. And Pachulia with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Screen by Cousins. Aflalo dishes to Cousins. Pachulia with the steal. Lobbed up there for Durant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Durant gives you such a huge target on alley-oops. I mean, he can go up and grab anything as long as it's in the general direction of the rim.
Collison kicks to a Flalo. Collison against Kerr. To the inside. Here's Cousins. It's blocked. And here will be it up the court. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's a Flalo. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Excellent D to force that miss there. That took real courage to risk being on the poster, being he's one of the best dunkers in the game.
Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor. As a player, do you feel it when just one play can alter the mood of a game, change the pace of a game?
Well, yeah, Kevin, you can definitely feel it. I mean, a lot of times, you're trying to invoke it, implore it. You're trying to speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, if you see someone that gets a big steal and you need one, and you guys have been, plotting for it on the sideline in the huddle, or if you see a guy hit a big three that ties up the game, and, it's a 17-4 run, and it makes everyone believe, and then the roar of the crowd and how that goes, momentum is definitely tangible. When you see someone get dunked on and one poster, take the lead up by one, crowd goes crazy. I believe, it actually affects you physically.
Yes.
Your heartbeat, your pulse, your endorphins, your adrenaline, everything gets going. So, you definitely can feel when the play alters the mood of the game.
Great way to put it. In the corner, Collison with it. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Pekovic. West with the ball. On the wing, Lamb. Back to Iguodala. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The concentration of Iguodala allows him to score with the hand in the front.
The Kings trail by 9. They've been looking at a sink offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Lamb. And it's the Warriors on the break. The Warriors have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And the Warriors making a change here. Verjau's checked in.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Now Collison. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. The feed now to Pekovic. Looking to end the drought. That one, no good. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Warriors on top, up by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, working hard, really masking some of their weaknesses by piling up second chance points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Sacramento, Cauley Stein is out there at Pekovic. Then there's Caspi, there's Collison, and it's a Flalo in at the shooting guard. Outside Kerr. Clock at 4. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Verjau can't hit.
Even in close to the hoop. That's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifled.
And with the Kings, Chris, playing in a smaller market, and you know about that market well, they rarely get a chance to make big free agent signings. I mean, what's been the key?
Well, it's something that just isn't present in any other NBA city. The Kings are the only ticket in town and are loved by the city of Sacramento. The outreach and community interaction the Kings have is absolutely fantastic. And you can tell the players know how special a place it is to play.
They double him with West. Gabe passes to Caspi, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Caspi's not just a scorer, but an incredible athlete as well, who can throw it down with the best of them.
West inside. He kicks it to Bergeron. And it's slammed in by Bergeron.
Just taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Outside Collison. Tries a three. No good from Casper. Warriors leading by 5. A drive by Iguodala. Inside. Here's Bergeron. Misses the layup. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach, more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. Yes, that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you, Draymond Green. He's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Curry, and a change for Sacramento. Tolliver's checked in. Land dishes to Green. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Off on the layup. And Caspi kicks to Collison. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Papagini. A beautiful reverse layup.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
On the wing, Thompson. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Kings.
And one thing they can definitely improve on is their work from three-point range, especially from the corners. That's an area of the floor that has been a black hole for them this season. If they can start to get some points from the corners, it'll really open things up for them.
Now here's Gay. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
Oh, and the Yeoman's work down on the boards, helping the team maximize the number of possessions.
It's Iguodala with the drive. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And getting a quick head of steam, Iguodala beats the defense to the punch.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Warriors, number 1.
Well, the defense has been stifling. They've allowed the fewest points per game in the league. Quick, physical, they work well together as a unit, something their coach emphasizes.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Well, it sure feels like more and more the league is demanded now. More players with skill at every position. Guys, Chris, who can dribble and pass and shoot. Do you think you'd have been even more valued if you played in today's game?
You know what? A legend once told me not to kind of look back and compare or to wonder about what could have been. And I don't know. I do like the fact that when I had that skill set, it was appreciated by my coach, teammates, and some fans. But for most people back then, they would say you're trying to do too much, or it doesn't mean anything to have 5 assists a game or to get guys involved. And, you know, for me, I just thought that the more you can do, the better you are at all skill sets, the more you kind of make yourself valuable to your team, the more you should be on the court, and it validates that. So for me, I just took all my favorite players and I stole from them. I wanted to be like them, and I thank the generations that came before me that allowed me to see what the game should look like, and then, you know, add my own little style and flair to it, do my own thing.
Good point. Now, when you played, Chris, you were always viewed as one of the more heady players in the league along those lines. Who do you think are some of the smartest players in the NBA right now?
Well, first of all, thank you for that compliment, Kevin. And I would have to say, you know, you have to look at guys like Chris Paul. I would say Draymond Green, Steph Curry. You know, and when I look at LeBron's IQ, it's just amazing at times, the way that he sees and controls the floor. So many good players, so many players I miss when you look at those point guards out there in this league. But I'd have to say those guys.
Like that. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson kicks to Pachulia. On the wing, Green. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Lamb. Offensive rebound. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 16-5 run here. And there's the call on Pachulia. That is his first foul of the game. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Anthony Tolliver isn't a player most teams worry about in their scouting report, but he can hurt you if you give him space. He's a very strong shooter at the power forward position, and he commands attention.
And with Tolliver, Chris, he is great in the pick and pop situations.
And Kevin, he's strong rolling to the rim as well. Not many power forwards can be an offensive threat in as many ways as Tolliver can in the pick and roll. Not one of the more well-known players in the league, but there's a reason why he's always getting minutes.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Kevin Durant. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging 23 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Durant, on the move like that, so difficult to defend. Even if you're standing there waiting for him, he can still create an advantage. One thing that I don't think Steve Kerr gets enough credit for is the mentality and atmosphere he's created with the Warriors. His teams have been able to stay focused in their pursuit of 73. His team keeps a relaxed vibe among the players, yet they all play hard for him.
Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Thompson passes to Pachulia. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Tries it from the top of the key. That shot, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Kerr, with the atmosphere of the Warriors, still knows when he has to get in their face and keep the team, Chris, from getting too lackadaisical. But the team is always on the same page.
Well, a lot of what an NBA coach does isn't so much X's and O's as it is getting everyone to work on the same page. You know, as a unit. Kerr has mastered that with every Warrior giving up either a few touches or some extra dollars to buy into the system and take this team to that elite level.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Kings. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 19-7 run. Collison dishes to Casper. To the middle. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pachulia's got his 5th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And stolen by Cousins. The drive by Collison. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Collison's got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings. And so it's Golden State with it. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with the win.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Well, even more important was who was fouling. The other team barely had their starters in the game. They were all sitting on the bench.
Kings moving the ball around. And Cousins kicks to Collison. And he converts the layup. Collison's got 6 in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a three?
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
When KD gets it in that close to the rim, you're out a good option. He's so good. I mean, sometimes you just give him the foul. You just give the foul.
Some changes for Golden State. West comes in for Draymond Green, and Stephen Curry subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Sacramento also making some changes. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Tolliver. And it's a follow in for Rudy Gay.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. Over the last month, getting it done. 13th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate. Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Curry. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And with Steph winning another MVP award, the talk has now shifted from where he is as the best shooter of all time, Chris, to where he ranks among NBA greats.
Well, and Ray Allen put it best when he spoke about Curry compared to guys like Allen and even Klay. Curry, by far, in my opinion, is a combination of the best shooter with the best handles that we've seen in this league. Most shooters are just stand still, catch and shoot guys, drive them off the three-point line, force them to drive. With Curry, you got to pick your poison. He gets three-pointers the old-fashioned way as well.
And as the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very crafty in how he rises up to the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Oh, I love the anticipation on that play. Might have stolen it if he were there just about a half a step sooner.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Pachulia. The Kings also at the sub. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And here is Durant. At 22 points in the win against them. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. Pekovic with a screen. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Now, the shooting guards you see listed there have been the ultra-reliable players for the past month. Take a look at their percentages from the field during that time. Klay Thompson is second.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
Oh, as a coach or a teammate, you want to leave him out there as long as you can so that he can ride that hot streak until he needs a breather.
Aflalo kicks to Caspi. Down low. And that one's good. Pekovic. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Curry passes to Thompson. And a great assist as that one goes in. 8 points for Klay Thompson.
Don't sleep on Thompson's side. Efficiency in scoring, that's a big part of what makes him unique.
Cloak loose. Oh, West in position.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Kings leading now by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Collison kicks to Caspi. Fires from the line. Great D that time from Iguodala.
You can tell that's the game plan on defense. They don't want to allow him to take many shots inside.
Back to Curry. Count that one. Now just a 2-point Kings lead.
He is almost as hard to stop inside as he is out. I mean, Curry just finishes. That wiry frame and speed of his, he can still get to the hoop and finish strong.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Kings lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. That's our strength anyways. For us, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. But then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off the big. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. Some excellent work early from Rudy Gay. He had 16 points and 1 assist. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
The Embarcadero in San Francisco with the Bay Bridge glistening in the background as we welcome you back to the Bay Area and back to Oakland, California. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
Yeah, sound fundamentals. Lots of patience that led to that efficient scoring effort.
He has the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 down low. And Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And Chris, the one thing with Cousins is that he is a very strong free throw shooter.
And for his career, Cousins shoots over 70%, which is a big plus for a center. He has increased how frequently he gets to the line, so he's seeing more and more free throws as well. Many defenders don't even have an answer for him, other than just a foul.
Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
You know, Kevin, I love the aggressiveness right there by Clay, pounding the rock, knifing his way to the line.
Sacramento's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Screen by Cousins. The drive by Collison. Now the pass to Cousins. And he gets the bucket. Cousins has got 12 points in the game.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now, I can tell you this from personal experience, and that's seeing your first shot of the half go in is always a confidence boost. Let's see if they can build on it.
Durant against Gay. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Collison kicks to Gay. Another shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Lamb.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And just look, now with Cousins, we see him becoming that player everyone hoped he would become when he entered the league. It's strange to think he was taken 5th overall in his draft, given his skill set. You would think a lot of GMs would want that deal.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And for Cousins, certainly he will end up being one of the best players in the league out of that 2010 draft.
He's one of the best big men in the game. And his skills on the court have never been questioned, but his antics on the court have been. And that's what dropped his draft position. He can butt heads with his coach at times and doesn't hide any contention. It's happened often enough in his career that he has to accept part of the blame for it.
Allison kicks to Gay. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And when Gay gets the hot hand, just keep feeding him. He can really stroke it from any area of the court.
Curry dishes to Pachulia. And Pachulia with the dunk.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Allison with it. He's got 6. Screened by Cousins. Second shot opportunity. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Outside for Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Over the course of his career, Durant has become more and more welcoming to create contact.
The Kings trail by 4. Outside Collison. Durant against Gay. The shot. No good. And it's the Warriors on the break. Took him no time at all on that one. Johnson's got 13.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Collison kicks to Gay. And they get it. Another miss by Gay.
You can bet if he's left open from there again, he's probably going to knock that one down.
A shot by Johnson, and no one's around. And the 3 off target. Tolliver the pass to Collison. In the third quarter, with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Gay. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Gay's got 20.
And Gay is very confident from the mid-range. When he has his feet under him, he's extremely reliable from there.
Here's Green. He's at the pick. It's deflected. Aflalo up top. He's covered by Thompson. Aflalo, that's good.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Curry against Collison. Durant with a screen on Gay. Here's Curry. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I mean, on offense, he has been a constant force. You get him the ball, and there's a good chance he's going to knock that shot down.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lamb's checked in.
Letting the guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Outside Collison. Cousins. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. We take for granted the magician-like moves Curry can pull off with the ball. But Chris, it's something that he's worked on very hard his entire career.
Curry has made leaps and bounds in his improvement with his ball handling. Arguably, with Uncle Drew, he is the best ball handler in this league at this point. He did a lot of drills dribbling tennis balls to up his feel and handle on the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West comes in for Jaja Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. A player gets traded mid-season, has to relocate their life in an instant, in a snap of a finger. How big of a distraction can that be?
It can be a very big distraction, especially when you're in love with the city, when you have been with the team for so long. It depends on what point. I mean, if you want to get out of there, it's no distraction at all. His feet hit the ground, 10 toes down, let's go. But if you want to be there, you feel a little bad. You wish you could have finished what you started. You feel a little betrayed. But then you have to realize on the other end that somebody out there wants you. And so at the same time, you got to get up right away and be loyal to the team that wants you and play as hard as you can for them, because that's who you are. It's a professional business, and the best players in this league learn quickly that you need to have sharp skill sets at all times, and you need to be ready to go at all times, and most important, no excuses, no one cares.
Great perspective.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis
and get away from the sloppy fouls. The numbers here for Curry: 16th in scoring, 17th in field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
Outside Collison. It's stolen by Lamb. The drive by Iguodala. Here's Green outside for Curry. And the Warriors miss again. The Kings trail by 11. Here's Pekovic. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Rudy Gay on the way. And it's off the back rim. No good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Iguodala dishes to Curry. To the inside. Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
Inside, outside, in transition. Draymond's an extremely versatile scorer.
Pekovic with a screen on Curry. Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Collison kicks to Pekovic. Yes, that goes in.
Now look, that's pushing the action, carving out space for himself indeed.
Warriors leading by 11. Outside Curry. West a screen on Collison. Curry passes to West. Back to Curry. He dishes it to West. Golden State moving it around. And now in transition, it's a follow. Here we go. Right side Collison. Gay outside. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. Gay's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings.
The scoring skills of Gay aren't just limited to the mid-range and his perimeter. This is a guy who can get it done from the inside as well, thanks to his fantastic lift.
Lamb dishes to Curry. Kicks to Green. Iguodala outside. Here's the screen. Shot off the screen. Goes back up, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Collison kicks to Pekovic inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Curry passes to Green. He feeds it to Iguodala. Green, the screen. And Lamb kicks it to West. Pass to Lamb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. It's deflected. Now Caspi. He's got 9. That 3 off the mark. 1:51 left to play in the third. Lamb with the ball. Out guarded by Alfaro. No good from Lamb.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
To the paint. West with the steal. Outside Curry. Green. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
With that violent pinball style, Draymond draws a high number of fouls inside.
Well, Draymond Green, Chris, has turned into a statistical monster the last couple of years.
Well, name someone as unique in the kinds of stat lines that he puts up. Sometimes he'll miss out on a triple-double due to lack of points, but still have 15 boards and 15 assists. Out of any player in the league right now, I can see him coming close to putting up a quadruple-double or something.
Richardson, he's checked in for McLemore. They kick it out to Green. And the Warriors miss again.
He hit a 3 in the first half. Now he's searching for his first outside shot in the second half.
Aflalo kicks to Pekovic. Kicks it out to Richardson. All alone. He squares up and sinks it.
Smart decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapses inside.
Warriors leading by 8. Curry dishes to Iguodala for the 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game. Richardson the pass to Caspi. West against Pekovic. West with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Curry kicks to Green. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Pass to Pekovic. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Iguodala outside. Lamb dishes to Curry. And stolen by Richardson. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Warriors ahead, up 9. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Hey, we got to get our pace back up. We got to run both ways, get into sets early and quick, and start hitting people again.
Dave Yeager looking for urgency, and it sounds like he also wants to see more physical play out there.
Yeah, and all of that to me means play harder. Leave nothing on the table. Let the chips fall where they may.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Warriors leading by 9, and a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. We've got Anthony Tolliver. Rudy Gay is out there with Collison. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Pekovic in at the 5, on the pace. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to Los Angeles. Pekovic with a screen. Collison kicks to Pekovic. They set the pick. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And the 6', 175-pound Collison is a vital part of this team. A speedy point guard who can get hot in a hurry.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Gay. Outside Collison. 6 on the shot clock. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Cousins.
That's a mix-up by the D on that play. Not many guys you can afford to leave all alone from mid-range. Lucky for the defense.
Picked his pocket. Gay against Thompson. Gay kicks to Cousins. And no good. Durant with some nice D. To the paint. Machulia the pass to Durant. Iguodala wide open. Curry dishes to Thompson. Collison against Curry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
So heading to the line is Curry. I mean, just an offensive, just an impressive dribble drive.
And the second free throw, good. And so here's Sacramento. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, the D was slouching there. He rolls up and confidently hit that shot, just like he did in the first half.
To the inside. Outside for Curry. That shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Collison, the pass to Gay. Here's Cousins. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Gay. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Gay's got 24 points.
And that's the level of concentration you can expect with Gay. Unfazed by the intense defense when he's going up with his shot.
Durant kicks to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Kings trail by 7. Outside Collison. Passes it to Cousins. Nails the close-range fadeaway jumper. Cousins has got 10 points in just the second half. And Rudy Gay picks up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Sacramento making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in and stolen by Gay. Fires from 14. Goes back up. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
When Cousins has the rock inside, he's ridiculously efficient. He just has such power when he has the ball down low. He didn't really make a concerted effort in the first to get some free throws, but now all that has changed. Much more accurate.
Hit by Pachulia. Out to Thompson. Iguodala outside. Off target with his 3. The Kings trail by 3. Outside Collison to the middle. Here's Aflalo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Thompson dishes to Durant. Feeds it to Pachulia. He kicks to Kerr. And the rejection by Cousins. Collison against Kerr. Screen by Cousins. Collison kicks to Cousins. To tie it up. Again, the miss by the King.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Iguodala, no good.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing's going to.
Again, Curry missing.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, everybody goes through slumps. You can't let it get to him, though. Everyone makes mistakes on the floor. You just have to always be thinking about the next play.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here's Durant on the money with the shot from the left block. Durant's got 20.
There's a reason why he is regarded as the deadliest scorer in the game. Durant just can't be stopped.
Now here's Collison. Aflalo left side. He's looking for Cousins and finds him 8 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Cousins has got 8 points here in this quarter. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pachulia with the screen on Gay. Durant against Gay. Pachulia the pass to Kirk. 5 on the clock. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got 14 points here in the second half.
Can you say unconscious tonight? I mean, Steph has been focused from the giddy-up.
They set the pick. Collison dishes to Cousins. Fades back. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the first one drops. Green, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Cousins stands 6'11", 270 pounds. He plays the game with heart and passion.
Out to Thompson, out left to the wing. Pachulia inside. Cousins is there. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Kings trail by 5. Collison kicks to Cousins. Durant against Gay. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
The one thing with Rudy Gay is that you know what he's going to give you each game. One of the more reliable scorers in this league.
Second free throw, no good. And Chris, for Rudy Gay, he's reliable. Game to game as a scorer.
And you sure can't overstate how important that is to a team. You always want to have someone that can get buckets at the rim. Rudy Gay has been that guy his whole life.
The Warriors shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Thompson passes to Pachulia. Oh, wide open up for Durant. And the Warriors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Collison to the middle. Here's Cousins. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
Now the dish to Collison. Screen by Cousins. Outside Collison. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target. The Warriors lead it. It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Gay. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so here is Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Kings. The free throw drops for Pachulia. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Collison. Gay outside. There's the pick from the high post. The offensive rebound.
Well, Kev, I'm not sure if it's because he's shooting on the opposite side of the floor this half, but he just can't buy a bucket.
Durant against Gay. Dishes it to Pachulia. And stolen by Pekovic. Curry against Collison. The feed to Gay. Pekovic with a screen. Another miss by Gay.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
He's going to have to shake that off and forget about it. You got to stay confident.
Durant dishes to Pachulia. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding an open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Here's the screen. Gay kicks to Collison. Down low. Tolliver. This shot's good. Collison making the play.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
I mean, that's the right call. Make the defense get physical with you and pick up some fouls in the process.
Outside Durant. Here's Curry. Gets to the rim for 2 with the deep all over him. Curry's got 16 here in the second half. The Kings trail by 5. On the way to follow. From outside, off the mark. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Curry kicks to Pachulia. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Pachulia. Thompson hits the follow. Green, the pass to Thompson. But they get it back.
They are really crashing the offensive glass. He's getting off.
Curry dishes to Thompson. So they foul intentionally. doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You know, he was the 11th pick in the 2011 draft, and I think it's safe to say that Thompson has outplayed the spot where he was selected.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 6. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick.
That's true, but if they do score, then they have to quickly foul. A lot to talk about in that huddle.
He just can't get right. Nothing is going in right now, but I like how he's keeping his confidence up. He knows it's only a matter of time until he gets one to go in.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know there's something hypnotic about watching Durant shoot the ball, the calm, the consistency, the precision. This is what he was born to do.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Collison. On the wing of Flello. From beyond the arc, Draymond Green grabs the miss. Gay against Durant. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves. Overcame, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Stephen, big win here at home. How important is that momentum from playing a game like tonight?
Well, we just needed a win tonight. I mean, that was big for our morale and our locker room. And you know, we got to practice day tomorrow to watch the film and keep getting better. It does feel good to win, but we do have another tough game coming in. So we'll be ready and hopefully get a tight home court again.
And we'll see if we get the 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He came out of halftime not to be denied. Active, assertive, every his energy.
Well, he didn't take that soft approach tonight. He went right at their racks. He did a great job using his body, drawing contact, and getting to the free throw line. He was physical. He was aggressive in that way we don't always see from him.
What more can you say about Steph Curry? The man has done it again tonight. He is the most electrifying shooter in the history of the game. I'm going to say it right now. In the history of the game. He is a leader, and his will to win.
And that'll wrap things up.